So about a year and a half ago, I made a video about this guitar and the fake binding that is on it, and it's just pinstriping tape for a car, and I got it at an automotive shop. And the size I use is a 1/8 of an inch. It's white, obviously, and it's held up very well. I have not had it come off this entire time I've had it. Like I said, it's been about a year and a half. The reason I'm making this video is I want to change it out for a thicker tape. So I found this. It is 3/16. It was actually very hard to find. This is not a common size, and I couldn't even order it from like Advanced Auto Parts or O'Reilly or whatever else there is out there. None of the common stores, not even like Walmart or any places like that. I can't even remember the site. I'll try to put it in the video description if I remember to, but I finally found some, and so it's solid. And the reason I got it, the reason I wanted to go thicker, is not because necessarily this is too thin as it looks, but on the neck, and again, these little dots are just Sharpie. It's really tacky. I haven't found a better solution, and it does rub off over time. But for now, that's what it looks like. But if you look at the neck, let me put the guitar back on the stand. If you look at the neck, from the top of the fretboard to the edge of the other side of the fretboard, the bottom of the fretboard more or less, there's like there's a little gap, and it's like a 1/16 of an inch. So to make up that, you know, I had to go to the bigger size, and this just looks bad. I mean, not this part. That obviously looks bad. That's where I hit the guitar on something, but the tape didn't come off. But anyway, to sort of make up this gap, because I do think this looks pretty bad right here between like the fret itself and then this part where the wood of the fretboard ends and it meets the wood of the neck. So I'm gonna make that up with this other tape, and so I'm not gonna film all that, but I will kind of, if I can, film me taking off some of it. So here goes with that. It's coming off pretty easily. I'm doing this with one hand, mind you, so I'm sure it would be easier with two. I just need to get it started, and then I can pull it probably pretty easily. Okay, so there you go. It's probably going to leave a little bit of residue, but that should come off fairly easily, even with me just rubbing it. Ideally, I should probably take some kind of safe cleaner and take that off, but again, you can see how easily it's come off. But again, this is the first time I've taken this off in over a year, and I haven't had it come off by itself whatsoever. So I'm not going to film again me putting on the new tape, because that would just take too long and be too tedious, but I'll show obviously an after shot of it. So there's that with the 1/8 inch, and I'll show you what happens with the 3/16. Thanks. Here's a quick progress shot. I've taken the tape off the neck and the front part of the guitar. Nothing much to say about that. That's just what it looks like, sort of with and without. Okay, all the tape is off, and that is the amount of tape that was on the guitar. Okay, here's kind of a halfway point. Got the 3/16 on the front and the neck. Everything went pretty well. It's been about 10 minutes or so. The hardest part is just getting started, and for places like this where you have to start, I would recommend, as I try to focus, I would not recommend just trying to take, this is not the tape, this is the backing. I would not recommend trying to just put the tape down at a certain spot, because you're going to frustrate yourself. I would recommend just overlapping it like that or something, and then go back, and then with the razor blade, voila, just go back and then cut that portion very carefully. And the same thing with spots like this. This didn't really end up as good as the other side. The other side went really well, but it's not like you can start over, and it's not really bad. It's just, you know, not perfect. So, all right. All right, here's the end result. I'm done with all the sides. Sort of give you an overview of it. There you go. I think it looks pretty good. You know, again, this is kind of a unorthodox type of modification to make to a guitar, and a lot of people probably think it's stupid, but I think overall it just makes it look like a more expensive guitar. I love the guitar, very satisfied with it. I've got some other videos if you want to check them out about how I installed the JJB pickup. I can't remember the exact model number of it, but it's these pads that are transducers and they go into the bridge, and there's an end pin, you know, for your quarter-inch cable, all that good stuff. And so check that out, and then I got some like sound tests for it as well. But yeah, there you go with the 3/16 fake binding. Oh yeah, and the whole reason for doing it, the neck. So I think I've already kind of showed, but I think it looks a lot better. It goes all the way up to the frets, and yeah. So, oh yeah, and I even somehow miraculously got the back of this taped off. Not taped off, obviously it's taped, but I got it cut pretty nicely with the razor blade. That doesn't look real great over there. I think it's just the lighting, but it's pretty clean cut. So, all right, peace.